Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Marianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. What do I have for you today? It's empties time for April 2026. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hook this under my walker, which has the shelf that holds my recording equipment, etc., etc. And I am going to tell you ahead of time that this is mostly going to be food oriented in one form or another, almost exclusively, not quite. But I didn't really do a lot of hashtag what's for dinner, hashtag what's for dessert, and we really didn't do that many taste tests, not since I hit my 1,400 subscriber 4-year going live, when Scotty joined me with some tea tests from things that were given to me by Erlene S. and our Reese's Peanut Butter Cups variations. So I haven't really done any more live taste tests, but this is stuff that I ended up trying and making dinner out of, or used on the side for one thing or another. So I'm telling you now that a lot of it is food oriented. But let's go ahead and get to the stuff that is not food oriented. So the first thing I have is the Baptiste. This was part of, I believe, Use Your Good Stuff a month or two ago. I'm not sure which. It has up to 24 hours of fragrance. It is touch activated dry shampoo. And it is mostly a floral scent. While I liked the scent, there was too much of it. So putting it on, I really felt it did its job as far as taking care of zhuzhing the hair up, making it a little more, cleaner looking, getting rid of some of the oil, etc., and restoring some volume to it. It was too much fragrance for me. Touch activated. I'm always touching my hair, putting, headphones on and off at work, picking up the phone, just fussing with my hair. So every time I touched it, the perfume came up. So while if that's what you like in a dry shampoo, then I would recommend it. Up to 24 hours worth of fragrance, and that is true. But it was just a little bit too much of a nice scent for me. So would I get it again? Maybe, if it was cheaper than the regular Batiste, but overall I'm probably not going to reach for it. The next thing was, again, I think it was a Use Your Good Stuff. This was Tree Hut's Raspberry Fizz Sugar Scrub. Now, you cannot go wrong with any of the Tree Hut sugar scrubs. There are a lot of scents that I don't like. I did like the Raspberry Fizz, so this was a very sweet raspberry scent. There wasn't anything particularly sparkling about the scent, so I'm just going to say it's a nice fruity scent. So this is definitely a plus. Let's see. Along the same lines, we have Eva NYC Invisible Drive Shampoo Light and Fresh. This was a 1-ounce sample. Not exactly sure where I got it from. It was either going to be Ipsy or Birchbox from the past, but I took this to work and used it if I realized that I've been playing with my bangs too much, and then it gets greasy, and so I kept this in my drawer at work, and I think I like it. I don't know if the price point is good enough to get a full size, but it did not leave an invisible film. It sprayed fairly easy, and the scent was negligible. I don't even know if it had just a clean, bouncy feel, washed look, so I don't see a particular scent, etc. So I would recommend it, depending on the price point. Alright, another thing I actually went through fairly quickly. I got this Ipsy from March of 2026 I started it. This is Glow Recipes Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. Beautiful packaging, however it smelled like Play-Doh. It did not smell like pomegranate. Not at all. I do love the glass packaging, so it is, once I wash this out, there's just a little dribble that I could not get out for the life of me, even keeping it upside down on a cotton pad, but I did start it in March, so it went fairly quickly. 2 months worth to go through the serum. Would I get this again? No, because it smells like Play-Doh. I do like their Cloudberry, which is in the orange container. That I would definitely get again depending on the pricing. But for some reason, the pomegranate did not smell fruity at all. To me, the scent factor was Play-Doh. So there's that. I went through an NYX eyeliner in bronze. Used it down to the core on that one. I would definitely get it again, but I have other browns in my makeup bag to use, but NYX is definitely a very good product, and I highly recommend it. So this is not ultra glitter, but it is a little more sparkling than matte for a brown / bronze eyeliner. So I liked it a lot, and I would get it again. All right, let's see. Non-food items. No, those are still kind of food items. All right, so my usual nose spray, either Amazon or 4-Way or Walgreens Equate. It's all going to be the same thing, which is phenylephrine hydrochloride, 1% HCI. This is the chemical that I use on a daily basis to unstuff my nose. And I've been using this particular thing pretty much my whole life. Since I was a child, I could not sleep if my nose was stuffed up at all. I'd be a pain in the butt about it. So I've been using this my whole life. I wouldn't be surprised if I get nose cancer one day, but right now this is what I use. Different brands, as long as it's that same formulation of phenylephrine hydrochloride 1%. So that works for me. Whatever Afrin is made out of, it does not work for me whatsoever. We have a Spongel. It is a honey blossom, and I really like this. I know I picked this up from somewhere. I do not have anybody's names on it, so it wasn't something that was gifted to me. There are some scents for Spongel that I don't like, but I do like all of the roses, and this honey one is really nice, nicely scented, so I recommend it. Used up one of the little sleeping masks from Temu, Centella by Laiku, Laikou, 3 ml brightening, repairing, after sun, deep nourishing sleeping mask. It's just aloe based with a little touch of serum in it, so there's nothing wrong with it. Goes on easy. You can do it at work, keep it in your purse, what have you. The next thing, I didn't do as much eye masks because I've got the one that I got off of Amazon that's in the container. But this was Hydrogel Eye Therapy by EVIO Skin Pink Perspective in Perspective Rose. They did a good job. Was not gifted to me by anyone, so I probably got it off of Ipsy, I want to say, or Birchbox. So, and this one looks like it's made in Canada. So, no, made in China, but out of the company itself is out of Toronto, Canada. So this did a good job. I'd get it again. All right, we falling apart here. Glow Recipe PDRN and Repair and Soothe Toner Pads. Prickly Pear PDRN 5% Centella Asiatica. These were touted as toner pads. They are not. They are shaped like very large eye masks. They're the same material as a toner pad. Very, very, very thin. I'll use the other two. It's not something I'm going to pursue, but honestly, they fit right under the eyes. They just come down really far in a 3/4 moon, size under your eyes. So I wouldn't call them toner pads. I think that's a misnomer. The PDRN, I'm still on the fence about because I know that's salmon DNA. Salmon reproductive DNA. So I'm still on the fence about that. There's no sliminess, there's no weird scent or anything to it, but I'm just on the fence about that whole process, but I'll get over it. So I still have a couple more of different configurations from this Glow Recipe that it was either, Ipsy or Birchbox, can't remember. There you go. I did do some face masks or such. The first thing I have is actually makeup wipes, makeup remover wipes in Pink Grapefruit by Body Prescriptions. I do not have anyone's name on this, so I'm going to assume I bought it myself off of Amazon. It did its job. Nothing remarkable specifically about it. Don't remember a particular grapefruit scent, but as long as it takes off my eye makeup, we're good to go. I did do a sleeping mask. And this was something that I had personally bought off of Temu. Pop mask, sleepwear, self-warming steam mask. Warms up in 30 seconds. This is rose scented. Did not specifically smell like rose, but it was fine. I use it when I have a little bit of a headache and just need to take a little rest. So definitely get it again, use it again. Temu. Alright, so I think I did one more sleeping mask. This one was gifted to me by Mary Catherine. Gentle Steam Eye Mask. Made in Japan. I don't know if it had a scent or not because absolutely nothing is in English. Not one thing. But thank you, Mary Catherine. I love this. It did its job. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so I did a Shop Miss A mask. That's Everyday Veggie Slice Mask by Nasture, and Aisture, and it was a kale mask. Did not smell like kale. It did its job. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I enjoyed it. I think I've had this line of face masks before. It's nothing outstanding, but nothing bad about it. I'd get it again. Then we have Kala's Begin Anew Essence Face Mask Revitalizing and Firming, Vitamin E, Collagen, Hyaluronic Acid. And this, again, came from Shop Miss A. So it was one of the things that I had done usually around this time of year. I want to say it's the Labor Day weekend sale that they have, where either shipping is free or it's like $1. I'll go back in and hit their skincare up, definitely, for sure. So keep your eyes open for that this month. It usually is Labor Day weekend. So definitely a good mask. We have Vitamask Ceramide Avocado Repair with avocado extract, ceramide, and multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. And this I got off of Amazon. Must have been in a larger pack at one point in time. Did its job. There's nothing wrong with it. Now the next thing is, I did this just a couple weeks back. This was a Peep Perfect Brightening Lemon Sheet Mask. It is part of the Squishmallows line that collaborated with Tony Moly. I bought this off of Amazon specifically because it's stinking cute. It is a little Easter chick by the name of Amy, A-I-M-E-E. Love Amy. And I liked it. Yeah, you can still smell that teeny tiny hint of like a sweet lemon, so that was stinking cute. I bought it specifically to do that Mask Monday video. The next one is gifted to me by Erlene S. This is the Be Pure Strawberry mask. It was made with hyaluronic acid, strawberry, and rose extract. It smells wonderful. She did gift me with others along in the same line, as I believe also Wavy Like the Ocean has done too. So thank you both for the gifties in the past. Thank you, Erlene, for this specific mask. And the last one was gifted to me by Kimmy, and it was in the collab that I did with Kim and Kimmy. So that is Kim Formiglia, which is Kim's a Little of a Lot, and Hanging Out with Kim. Kimmy. So Kimmy was the one that provided this mask. It was the Disney Princess Rose Bright printed face mask. With niacinamide and rose water for soothing and uplifting. It was a printed mask. It had little things from the movie, little roses of different configurations. There might have even been a candlestick and some sparkles, etc. Printed, not actual sparkles in the mask, but this was a fun one and I loved it. So thank you much, ladies. I will always collab with you. All right, food stuff. Let me see if I can reach the flat goods. Okay. Now, again, there were no taste tests. There were no active hashtag what's for dinners. They're just, I decided to keep them to show them, etc. And maybe this is something that you would like. Now, I've noticed as a diabetic, when my blood sugar is spiking higher than what it should be, a handful of almonds appears to bring it down. I am not a doctor. I am not in the medical profession other than being a buyer for a very large healthcare system in California. But it's just something that I've noticed, that I can drop my points by like 20 or 30 after eating 12, 18 almonds. And these are lightly salted almonds because I'm not going to eat them raw. And it's Blue Diamond, so that's like the best of the best. So I just keep this in my drawer at work. I add some to my yogurt once in a while if I'm feeling particularly hungry in the morning, or if I've noticed my blood sugar is having that sunrise effect where it goes up for no good reason once you wake up and goes back down again. So American Heart Association certified, so it's good for you too. All right, we have that. Now here's one that I think I had just with maybe some jasmine rice. This is Amy Lou, Amylu. Fully cooked chicken meatballs, roasted garlic with fontina, parmesan, and pecorino romano cheeses, raised with no antibiotics. There may have been, I don't know, 12-ish meatballs in the packet. So the meatballs are 4 per serving. So if there's 12 in there, we're each getting 6. So, but the carbohydrate amount in it is just 1% per serving. So, you know, I might have had 2% carbs in this. Sodium, of course, like in something like this, is going to be a little high at 650. Cholesterol is 80 milligrams. Fat is 11 grams. But there's no antibiotics, no nitrates, gluten-free, and I can pronounce every single one of those ingredients. So they had a nice taste to them. Definitely get them again. I want to say they were on sale for like $5, $5.99, something like that at Ralph's. Next one was a thing I picked up at Ralph's because I just keep hearing all about this Dubai chocolate. Dubai chocolate. Luxury of Dubai, Meroni, Merone, probably something I'm not pronouncing correctly. Milk chocolate filled with pistachio cream and crispy Kadaffi. K-A-D-A-Y-I-F. Cannot pronounce it. Don't mean any disrespect to anybody if I am. It is a product of Turkey, which I love Turkey. I love the Turkey people. They're very nice. So he was not overly enthused about it. I liked it enough to look for a low-carb version at Costco, but it had a nice mouthfeel. Is it something I'm going to reach for all the time? No, but as a treat for a slightly more luxury item, and I think this bar, I want to say, was $11.99. Yeah. But it was good till the end of the year, and I think it took us a couple of months to go through it. I would just have a little square at a time. After the first, like, 1 or 2 times, he was like, yeah, it's yours. When I get it again, I've actually found a more diabetic-friendly version that are in tiny little cups at Costco, so I've kind of switched over, but I'm still eating that type of flavor. So there is that. Now, the next 2 items kind of go hand in hand, and they're pretty basic. This is the Duncan Hines Lemon Supreme Perfectly Moist Lemon Cake, and it's mashing frosting. So we did do this as a hashtag. What's for dessert? Just follow the basic directions. 3 eggs, a cup of water, half a cup of vegetable oil. I always microwave this very carefully, 10 seconds, 10 seconds more, 15, 20 seconds, just to get it a little bit more pouring consistency rather than spreading, because I don't have that time. I don't have that patience. But I definitely recommend them. It's not overly lemony. It's not tart. It is sweet. But it's just a nice, refreshing little thing. We took a couple of slices over to my brother in the rest home, and he really liked it too. So there's that. Next up is Today's Kitchen white wine mushroom chicken, charbroiled boneless skinless chicken thighs in a white wine sauce with mushrooms. Chickens raised without antibiotics, just heat and serve. 17 grams of protein per servings. I believe I got this at Costco back in March. And you can just serve it over rice. You can serve it over pasta. You can serve it over mashed potatoes. Whatever you want to do. I do not remember the price. I'll have to remember to start putting the prices on these things. But it was something I do believe I picked up at Costco. And I would get it again, definitely. We both enjoyed it. Next item was at the grocery store, Hormel's Square Table Slow Simmered Beef Tips and Gravy, made with beef shoulder tips. Again, 17 grams of protein, no preservatives, artificial colors or flavors, no artificial ingredients, BPA-free tray. So you can make nachos out of it. You can do a stir fry. You can put it over egg noodles. I believe I served it over instant mashed potatoes because who has the time? There is, servings is about a half a cup. There's about 3.5 servings, so really, yeah. I actually did probably get about 3 servings out of it, a dinner for each of us, and then probably the leftovers were probably his lunch the next day. So again, I didn't write the price down on it, but I do recommend it. Now, this is something that we just had last night, and it goes with another Del Real product. So these are Costco. This is their carnitas, which is basically marinated, slow-cooked shredded pork. And it comes in, this container comes in with 2 sealed packets about that thick and that big. And they are packed. So it's 2.5 pounds. So, 1.25 pounds per packet. And we also use the Del Real's, I'm not going to pronounce it in Spanish. It's just basically beans and rice. So the Mexican version of beans and rice. So you've got your refried beans and then Mexican rice, Spanish rice, whatever you want to call it. That's very mild in flavor. They aren't very spicy at all. Neither is this. So, I mean, you could dump barbecue sauce on this and it'd be pulled pork. You know what I mean? This is just a very mild flavor. And we made burritos out of them. So we had that, cheese, sour cream, guacamole. We used those super big tortillas that I got from Social Sampling. One way to utilize them. And we still have some that will be happening another night. And then I froze the rest of them. The other packet from here, the other packet of beans, the other packet of rice. I put it back in the beans and rice container and then shoved it in the freezer. So it'll be good for another time. I'm going to also save the rest of the tortillas after tonight or after that next meal, and then freeze those as well because I'm not going to be using them anytime soon. Highly recommend them. They're definitely, you could feed a very large family with both of those. So the next thing is getting them over here. Yo Mama vodka sauce, fresh ingredients. It is lower in calories, lower in carbs, lower in sodium than your typical spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce. There's 6 servings in here, 80 calories per half cup, total fat 5 grams, cholesterol 10 milligrams, sodium 200 milligrams, carbohydrates 5, minus 1 dietary fiber, so it knocks down to 4 carbs per half cups. So it's got everything pronounceable: diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, heavy cream, which is heavy cream, skim milk, cooking wine, dry wine, onion, olive oil, vodka, garlic, Romano cheese, cheese cultures, salt, basil, oregano, regular salt, and chili flakes. It is not spicy at all. However, it is savory, and I'm not a big fan of savory pasta sauce. I like it sweeter. I like it chunkier. So it was good to try. I will be trying Rao's, R-A-O-S, instead, which is another low-cal, low-carb, low thing, and I can get that at Costco. So definitely want to try that next. Would I get Yo Mama's again? Possibly, but I'd probably dump in a container of tomato paste to try and even out that sort of salty savoriness to it. Next thing I picked up was Costco Oat House, H-O-U-S, cookie dough granola butter, nut-free, gluten-free. It is not overly sweet. 2 tablespoons is 170 calories. There's about 24 servings in this. 12 grams of fat, no cholesterol, 25 milligrams of sodium, so very small. The carbs are 15 grams for those 2 tablespoons, minus 2 fiber, so that knocks you down to 13 net carbs. Protein is 2. That's minuscule. It's nice it's there, but no big deal. You can add it to like vanilla ice cream. You could stir it into yogurt. I've done both of those. I won't be purchasing it. I keep doing that. Repurchasing it because it isn't sweet enough for me. I don't like savory oriented items like this when I want something to be sweet. So that would be a no. I wouldn't get it again. You guys might like it, but I didn't really care for it. The next thing is Lighthouse coleslaw dressing in a glass jar. I added this to an entire packet of what they're calling angel hair cabbage. So that's extremely finely shredded cabbage. And you dump this in with maybe, half a bag of shredded carrots, and you've got coleslaw. No brainer, no work, no thought. Just dump, plop, plop, mix. You got coleslaw. You can also buy the coleslaw, at your local deli, but I wanted to try making it myself to see if there was a difference, and we both really enjoyed it. This does have a somewhat sweeter taste to it, which I like. 13 servings, 2 tablespoons, 110 calories per those 2 tablespoons. Sodium 125, no vitamins whatsoever. 9 carbs, 0 fiber, 0 protein, so it's basically useless as far as the nutritional value goes. But it did make a nice homemade coleslaw, so I'd get it again. Right. The next is more like vitamins. So my ex-boss gave me this Nutritherm stimulant-free fat burner dietary supplements from Vitality for Life. And I did try it. There were 60 capsules, so that was a 2-month supply. Has a proprietary blend, green coffee extract, green tea extract, capsicum annuum fruit, whatever that is, extract, vegetable to make the capsule, microcrystalline cellulose, blah, blah, blah. I didn't notice anything about burning fat. She said it made her jittery, even though it said it's jitter-free. I didn't notice that, but I felt nothing. And I don't like taking capsules because they get caught in my throat so easy, and I really don't want to choke and die at work. So I won't be asking her to get these for me again, but I did report back to her that it didn't make me jumpy. I also didn't feel like it did anything for fat burning. So there's that. Now the next 2 items I did a little research on, and it's basically focused on my diabetes. So I got berberine gummies. There's 1,500 milligrams or micrograms, I'm not sure, whatever, mg per serving with a strawberry flavor. And this was something to help overall, especially like in the morning when you've got that sunrise effect and your diabetes glucose numbers go up for no good reason. You've slept all night long. It's been 8 hours or more since you've had anything. And for some reason, when you wake up, your numbers go up. Dietary supplement, 2 gummies daily or as recommended by your healthcare professional. 8 calories, 2.5 carbs. It has berberine, Ceylon cinnamon, which is always good for you, milk thistle, turmeric, artichoke, chromium, bitter melon, and Gemnema sylvestri extract leaf. So, I felt a slight difference with them. I think they're working, so I have purchased another bottle. So there's that. I just got it off of Amazon. MEENCCD is the name of the company that it's from, berberine gummies. I heard they are good for people with diabetics, so that's what I got. Okay, that's not going to go in the bag. And the last item, again, is magnesium glycinate. 1,000 milligrams, again with that strawberry flavor, 2 at bedtime. Helps with the sensations in feet, whether you want to call it a diagnosed neuropathy, whether your feet feel warm, whether the skin just feels thick, whether you're having any neuropathy pain or sensations at night. I did notice a difference when I took it every night, 2 at night, right before bed. That sensation that I would have that would keep me awake, it wasn't pain, it was just so dry. That's what it feels like to me, that my feet have skin-tight socks, you know, the toe socks, that has got a skin-tight sock on it, because when I shift my feet, I feel that the skin is shifting over the muscle structure. With this, that sensation is a lot less. So this is who I got it from. It's DANCW Pro Magnesium Glycinate. There's a different type of magnesium out there, which is magnesium calcinate. That's not the one that you want. That you want to try the magnesium glycinate, 100 milligrams, again, Amazon. So that's it. That's my monthlies from the month. It's not exactly the beauty unboxing that you would normally expect from me, but it is food-oriented, vitamin-oriented. Yes, there is some skincare in there, but I thought I'd share it with all of you. So thank you much to my returning subscribers. For those of you that have just joined my YouTube family and gotten on the bus, short bus, long bus, the bus, or those that are just driving through to check me out, thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up. for positivity. If you think it's worth hyping it out, sharing it out, I really would appreciate it. It helps the algorithm push my little YouTube channel a little further along. So thank you so much. Take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. And I'll see you around the net. Bye.